Technology! Toilets! Tech Tuesday!
Hey there, Mahana fans! It's me, the internet's Miklos Mahanahan, hanging out here in the Mahana workshop, ready to share with you some of the finest Kickstarted or Indiegogo'ed products that the internets currently have to offer. Drink automation. Jeez, this is the third week in a row we're automating seemingly basic and ordinary tasks, Mahana fans. Have we perhaps stretched too far into the realm of the automated and painfully pulled the muscle that controls our collective ability to instead do the manual, leaving us desperate for relief from our inflamed ability to accomplish the mundane? I do not know what any of that means, to be honest, but I think it was pretty clear that I was joking. We are on a self-extinctive journey to automate everything, Mahana fans, and until we are able to automatically automate our own automation, we can at least sit back and sip on an automated beverage or two while we wait. Today, Mahana fans, let's tech talk about 3 automated drink creation devices, ready to pour you a hot, cold, or stiff one. Number 3. Nowpresso by Excessprofix. While Excessprofix is an unfortunate collection of letters more appropriately pronounced after excessive Novocaine injection, the name Nowpresso only sounds moderately silly. Nowpresso is an espresso maker that is portable, so it is easily taken to your favorite log, any fence post with a view, or the back of... what is that, your truck? That is a lot of diamond plating. Nowpresso is compatible with espresso. That makes sense. And also Nespresso capsules, which is likely where Nowpresso stole its name. Nowpresso is super easy, it says. And guess what? Nowpresso can boil water using pre-boiled water and cold, not pre-boiled water. Nowpresso has one button for all functions, which doesn't seem like enough. They all just go off at the same time, I guess. Nowpresso will squirt hot presso directly into a cup screwed onto its bottom, which means once the cup is removed, Nowpresso is probably moist on the bottom, so be careful where you set it. Or I guess it pours directly onto the tabletop, if you forget the cup entirely, which is probably more probable than we'd like to think. Nowpresso has a removable battery shaped like it came out of a wireless landline phone handset, probably good for at least several uses, and it comes with its own carry case for some reason. There's a stand you can put Nowpresso in, so it pours into an unattached cup, but just like with the screw-on one, that cup needs to be beneath the Nowpresso during brewing for disappointment-free operation. The stand functions appropriately on all standardized countertops, and even allows for the addition of frothed milk. Nowpresso also comes with a recycling thingy that separates coffee grounds from metal parts, which I hope someone is also doing at the coffee grounds factory as some sort of quality control. Get a bag and charge in your car, or something. According to the Nowpresso Kickstarter page, the first unit should be delivered to backers in roughly 5 years ago. So, wow, those were pre-pandemic times. Where are we sourcing these products? Jesse? Purchase one of 2 different versions now over on nowpresso.com, where they use commas instead of periods to separate dollars from cents in their pricing, so at a quick glance it kind of looks like you're going to be shelling out hundreds of thousands of dollars for one. Number 2. Perk Automated Third Wave Pour-Over Coffee Pouring Machine by Perk. Perk promises to finally deliver on the promise of effort-free third-wave coffee. If you have been waiting for someone to promise to finally deliver on the promise of effort-free third-wave coffee, you are in luck, because you probably know what those things mean. According to the Kickstarter page, Perk was created by Jacob Svek while trying to develop a third-wave coffee machine for low-gravity and space environments. This isn't really a joke. Which I guess means it's only kind of a joke, but the page doesn't go into details until you get to the comments. Jacob Svek, creator of Perk, can fill us in on why third wave coffee is real and only seems pretentious, and how things have improved since the original wave, and are set to be the cure for the culture club that was the new wave of coffee, starting somewhere in the late 1970s or early 80s.
Then coffee changed. It became great. It's now bright, sweet, and fruity. This is called third wave coffee. But things also became complicated.
After years of simplifying the coffee making process, it turned out that the only way to make coffee good again was to complicate it.
If you've ever made third wave coffee, you know it goes like this. Pre-wet your paper filter. Add coffee. Make sure your grounds are the right size so water flows through them fast, but not too fast. Pour a little water to let it bloom. Mix. Do it quickly, you only have 10 seconds. Wait for 20. Slowly pour. Control your flow. Spiral patterns are popular, just don't hold it in one place. Water temperature is key. Should be between 92 and 96 degrees Celsius. At the end, tap the cone gently. Good luck.
But now the time has finally come to re-uncomplicate the recomplicated decomplicated. I think. With Perk, simply fill with water, add coffee, and press a button. If you think that sounds like a Keurig, it is not. There is a difference. Jacob says this kind of precision and automation can only be found in elaborate coffee machines that cost over $10,000. So you might have to skip a cup or two of morning coffee to make sure you can afford your morning cup of coffee. We at the Coffee Stained Media offices have been stuck in the new wave for so long that no one understands our flock of seagulls' jokes anymore, so it might just be time for an upgrade. Perk, which works on tea as well.
Oh, it does tea. It does tea too.
Has an estimated delivery date of May 2017. Damn it, Jesse. And has a plethora of testimonials indicating that a whole bunch of appropriate people are super impressed. But since the last project update came in March of 2018, and literally dozens of comments posted by Kickstarter backers since that date contain one of the phrases, "No product or refund so far," "I demand a full refund for my pledge amount," or "Just give me the money back, you crook," perhaps we will be flaunting our purchasing power in a different direction. Number 1. Somabar by Somabar? Inebriation. It's fun, festive, and likely one of the main reasons all of our familial bloodlines have continued to this point. But inebriation comes with its own set of challenges. The problem Somabar seems to be trying to solve is the unearthly paradox of Captain Morgan's razor. The more inebriated one becomes, the less able they are to properly pour themselves an appropriately portioned and mixed alcoholic beverage, thus preventing them from becoming even more intoxicated. This of course stands in direct opposition to Hasselhoff's razor, which states, "One needs not mixer to chug from the bottle," but philosophers have been debating the validity of both schools of thought for decades. Are you tired of pouring vodka 8 ounces at a time and drinking out of a measuring cup? Shaking a cocktail shaker remind you too much of that baby you had? Don't like it when you drop a full bottle of bitters into your beverage for some reason? Stop drinking your own inept inebriative concoctions today, because Somabar is for you. Somabar seems like it would be useful at parties, but with 7 total ingredient slots, you'd better hope all of your friends like the same kind of cosmos. And Somabar mixes your cocktails for you, because the old shaken or stirred debate is for plebeians stuck in the 2010s. Fill these glass Somapod things with up to 7 different liquids of your choice. Then wash them empty in the dishwasher, or store them full in a refrigerator. But Somabar does not know what ice is, so do not ask. Add your own when Somabar isn't looking. Some pretty official engineers have worked on Somabar too, but not enough to satisfy the swath of broken hearts Somabar left in its wake as it stomped through Kickstarter, took a whole bunch of money from backers, and then delivered a much larger industrialized version of its tech to bars and restaurants once it figured out it could make more money that way than by paying its debts. Actually, that shift in focus didn't completely stop them from eventually producing the smaller units as well. They just sold them all instead of giving them to the people that had already paid for them. Somabar was fully funded in 2015 and will begin mass production in 2018. Great. Couple of duds today, Mahana fans. Looking at these stories of very public failure, broken promises, and at times outright theft, I believe the one thing we can all take from today's video is that each of us can and should do a little bit better to ensure we keep our promises and to not let down those who rely upon us. Especially you, Jesse. Maybe we'll see if we can get our hands on one of those Morbot scouts we looked at last week and do a review to make up for this episode. Stay tuned, Mahana fans.